welcome to It's Amazing with me, Dr. Wayne Brosnan, and my colleague,
Professor Ross O'Sullivan.
And today we are investigating the effects of alcohol on the human body. Now we're going to start off, we've got ourselves a few beers here. Cheers, Ross. So I'll tell you what, stick with us and we'll see what happens. Beer number one. Now, this is a quite enjoyable taste for a beer. I'm quite enjoying this, I have to say.
Very refreshing.
Not feeling any of the diverse effects of the beer yet at all, but I want to give a message out there for all you young kids maybe having your first illegal drink, you know, heck, you little devils, ooh. Yes, always make sure that your parents are away so they can't catch you having your first illegal drink.
Make sure you go to a well-sheltered area away from all the neighbours' eyes, because you know there's always that one bitch who's going to rat you out. I fucking hate you, Mrs. Mulcahy.
Yeah, we know where you live. This is beer number two, and I haven't noticed any effects yet. Have you, Professor Ross?
Not yet, no. I like the taste though, it's nice and refreshing.
Yes, you may have noticed we're drinking Carlsberg. Yes, probably one of the best lagers in the world, isn't that right, Dr. Ross?
Probably.
Yes,
probably is.
Probably. Anyway, it's at times like this when I like to reach out and have a nice, refreshing cigarette for myself.
They do tend to go hand in hand, don't they? Cigarettes and alcohol, as the song says.
Oh, excuse me that. Sorry, but you see what I did there, kids? You see, when you drink beer, the gas gets up inside you and it gets inside your muscles and it really messes around. You have to get it out, because if you leave it in, it can cause very serious problems like cancer. And the one thing I have to say, you don't want cancer.
No, it's an awful illness.
Yeah, the last thing you want is cancer. And not bourbon, that'll give you cancer.
Fact.
It's a good cigarette.
Nice blend. Flavour.
Right, we've had a couple more beers now. Personally, I'm starting to notice one of the more diverse effects of drinking alcohol, that my bladder has started to become heavier and I need to urinate. How about you, Professor Ross?
Yes, I'm finding more beer I drink, more I need to urinate. It's a lot more frequent than average.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you notice after a couple of beers, your bladder will get heavier. We are both experiencing a heavier bladder. Obviously, our own separate heavier bladders, of course, because if we had the same heavier bladder, that would just be unusual.
Well, unless you're Siamese, then it wouldn't be so unusual now.
Yes, in that case, it would be quite normal. Give me 7, mate. Some nice refreshing Carlsberg there, yes, lovely.
You notice one of the effects of alcohol, the more you drink, the nicer it gets.
That's true, it is. The nicer it gets, ladies and gentlemen.
By the end of the night, that's going to be fucking mother's milk.
Yes, mother's milk. Anyway, you were telling me you had a magic trick there, Shani.
I have a trick I can show you.
Yeah, it's not the elephant thing. I've seen that. No, I've seen that one.
Simple. You take a coin.
Okay, can it be any kind of coin?
Any kind of coin.
Any kind of coin, alright.
Stick it to your head.
Stick it to your head there, ladies and gentlemen.
Just bang the back of the head.
Okay.
The longer it stays on, the more intelligent you are.
The longer it stays on, the more intelligent you are.
So I'm not that intelligent, but we'll see.
Now give me a go, mate. I reckon I can do this. Alright, get it on nice and tight there. Alright, here we go. In fact, it's not coming off at all, mate.
You must be very smart, man.
Jeez, I must be fucking intelligent, mate. I told you I was a genius, didn't I? It's starting to hurt now. Really starting to... I'll tell you what, I'm just going to leave it on. Because I'm obviously superior intelligence. What's that, mate?
That would be the coin on your head, you damn shit.
My God, that is an amazing magic trick. How'd you get that off my head? My God, that's amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, we've had a couple more beers now. Starting to experience some of the more serious effects of the alcohol. Got a lightness in the head, a little bit giddy, starting to feel some major disorientation. How about you, Professor Ross? Professor Ross, mate? Professor Ross?
Yeah, I love you, Twink. Those wrinkles are hot.
Professor Ross, mate?
I'm tonguing my balls.
Professor Ross, mate?
No, I love you, Twink.
Wakey, wakey, mate. Wakey, wakey, mate. Yeah. Having a bit of a dream there, were you, mate? Alright, welcome back to the Land of the Living. Yeah, we're still filming, as you remember, the show. Remember? Yeah, just having a bit of a snooze there. You're alright, are you? Yeah. Alright, mate. No problems. Anyway, disorientation, that's what we're talking about here. And it's amazing. How are you feeling, Professor Ross? Fine?
Fine, not bad.
Okie dokie. We'll move on to the next segment. Good on you.
So now we've drank a considerable amount of beer and we're on the topic of slow motor skills.
Exactly. Slow and motor skills. You know what happens, ladies and gentlemen, when you have a couple of beers, you go out driving in your car and you start to become a bit of a hazard for the other people out there, and there's lovely little children out there and you don't want to hurt them, you don't want to cause them any harm, because they're lovely children, you know, they're lovely, especially the lovely little noise they make, you know, ba-dum, 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 you know?
No, I don't know.
No, well, obviously you've never run one over.
No, I haven't.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you learned a lot today. We certainly did, about the effects of alcohol on the human body. We had a lot of fun with this. I hope we taught you how to enjoy alcohol more responsibly, alright mate? And we'll see you next time on It's Amazing. From me, Dr. Wayne Brosnan, and him,
Dr. Ross.
Dr. Ross O'Sullivan. Good luck, mate. Street, no worries. Cheers, bud.
Cheers.
Alright.